A city of faith and marble stands between two worlds, and tonight, both will remember its name. Thunder before dawn, drums before prayers. The earth holds its breath as the first fire answers. Flames climb towers, prayers drown beneath thunder, and stone learns how to bleed. Walls that once defied centuries whisper their last psalms. History will not forget this night, because this is how an empire ends. And yet, before the flame, there was light. Before the fire and the fear, there was morning. The city that once ruled empires wakes to another ordinary day. Marble streets shine like memory. Bells call the faithful. Life begins its ritual, unaware the day itself will be history. In the heart of the city, the dome of Hagia Sophia catches the first light, a promise that even in darkness, faith endures. Beyond the markets and mosaics rises the wall, stone laid by emperors, tested by centuries. 3 lines of defense, moat, outer wall, inner wall, an argument with time itself. Each tower bears the memory of sieges survived, Persian, Arab, Crusader, and still it stands. But stone alone cannot keep an empire. Faith holds where mortar fails. On the ramparts, men stand watch, soldiers, merchants, monks, all now one wall. They believe the walls are unbreakable. But far beyond the hills, a new thunder is being forged. Across the plain, a sea of tents stirs, canvas breathing, banners waking, an empire stretching its arms. At its heart, a boy sultan barely 20 rides through the mist, his eyes fixed on walls older than his empire. Around him, forges breathe smoke and iron. Men feed fire like priests feeding faith. The monster they build will speak in fire. They call it the Great Bombard. Soldiers test ropes and rollers, oiling the wheels that will drag history forward. Far behind, priests chant in Turkish and Arabic, voices rising like smoke over drums and iron. And as the sun climbs, the drums become heartbeat. The siege has begun. The air trembles before the shot. Men look to the sky, waiting to see what thunder looks like. The cannon breathes fire, the sky cracks, the ground answers with a sound no one has heard before. Stone meets iron, the wall groans, faith turns to dust for a heartbeat. Men shout, but the sound is small next to the earth itself moving. Then they run. Giustiniani's Italians brace mantlets and pavises. Byzantines drag earth sacks. Faith and fear share the same hands. Above them, priests raise icons over the parapet, their voices fighting the smoke. The first attack fails, but the earth knows the sound of victory now. When the light dies, the walls glow red with memory. Smoke becomes the air everyone breathes. Men work by torchlight, hammering, lifting, praying, their shadows longer than their hope. In the palace hall, the emperor does not sleep. Constantine writes by candle flame, the ink thicker with every hour. He writes not orders, but farewells. He knows every stroke of ink may outlive his city. Outside, the Sultan walks among sleeping men and smoldering fires. Even his shadow keeps its distance. He hears the city's bells echo over the plain, a sound that belongs to a world he has come to end. Between the two leaders lies a valley of fire and faith, each believing the other's God is watching. The moon climbs high, drums fade, but no one sleeps. Mothers press children to sleep beneath icons, men sharpen blades in silence. Hope is a habit they cannot quit, and above them all, the city itself seems to breathe, a great stone creature waiting for dawn. The night ends without victory, only the promise of another day to survive. Dawn crawls over the golden horn, painting ash into gold. Every ember becomes a memory that refuses to die. On the ramparts, soldiers whisper their prayers, the same words as yesterday, but spoken to a different sky. Inside Hagia Sophia, candles tremble. The people kneel beneath the dome, their tears mixing with dust and hope. Across the plain, the Ottomans form their lines, banners waking in wind, drums pulsing like veins of the earth. Constantine rides the wall one last time. He does not speak of victory, only of duty. And so the day that will break an empire begins in silence, not with fear, but with faith. In the corner of the wall where no one looks, a small gate stands half broken. Kerkoporta. A handful of soldiers rush past and forget to lock it. History exhales. Through that silence steps the end of an empire. By noon, the drums stop. The walls that held for 1,000 years stand cracked but unbroken in spirit. Ottoman soldiers move through the broken gate. No cheer, only awe at the city that would not die quietly. Within Hagia Sophia, prayers still echo. Candles burn even as the doors fall. Constantine is gone, his body lost in the tide. Yet his vow remains written in stone and blood. The crescent rises over the dome. The empire of faith becomes an empire reborn. But history is never silence. It only changes its language. This is not an end, only the moment the world turned a page. If stories like this move you, stay with us. Subscribe and journey back through time to see history reimagined. This is What If, where the past meets possibility.